the spirit of Syracuse University becoming the #1 party school in the nation, again, and move-in week literally being around the corner, I thought this would probably be the best time to talk about the party life at Syracuse University. I'll share some tips and tricks that you can use to be safe, you know? First off, I'm going to establish a few things. Whatever I say in this video is not 110% truth. Clearly, these are from personal experiences, people I know, and whatnot. Things are subject to change over time, so whatever I say in this video might not be accurate to whatever the party life is like at the time you're watching this video. Without further ado, let's hop right in. When it comes to the party life at Syracuse, I like to divide it into 6 different categories. Number 1, bars and clubs. 2, frat houses and Greek life stuff. 3, non-frat house parties, shows. 4, pre-games, and 5, tailgates. So number 1, bars and clubs. I am 99% positive you need to be 21 or older with an ID. If you're old enough, congrats, have fun. If you're too young, yeah, grow. There's a handful of places. DJs on Marshall Street is one of the well-known places among students because it's just that close to campus. Number 2, frat houses. This is a fun one. Girls, have fun, just be safe. 99% of the time, if it's not some special closed party kind of night, you'll be able to get in. Though for my fellow guys, yeah, good luck, rush a frat at your own risk. There's a place called Frat Row right next to campus. Other Greek life houses are scattered everywhere. You are bound to find one. Number 3, non-frat house parties and shows. There are quite a handful of options. These are obviously not frat house-like houses, but the owners are surprisingly willing to host parties, so props to them. They are the real ones. Good for you girls again. 99% of the time you'll be able to get in, for free that is. Guys, congratulations, you got a place to go to. Just make sure you have at least $5. I'll get into that more later. These parties are either your typical DJ plays their list of songs while people drink and dance like crazy, or local artists or bands play as everyone sings along. It's either in the basement or an attic. Be aware, very sweaty. Some of these actually occur on South Campus, interestingly enough. Just wait till they get shut down by DPS and you hear 100 people. Number 4, pre-games. They happen everywhere. Dorms, South Campus, off campus. If you're at one, I'll say this, have fun, just respect your neighbors. Number 5, tailgates. I'm pretty sure this is part of the whole party category. Let it be a game day or even Mayfest. Walk around the neighborhood, you'll find one of these eventually. Best thing to do is to just follow the stream of people. You follow them, you'll get there. Somehow people know where to go. It's honestly hilarious. From mosh pits to whatever the name for this was called, to slapboxing to singing like crazy despite the fact that some guy is shoving a camera into everyone's faces, it's a lot of fun, truly. Oh, even in the winter, these will happen, and it's great. Alright, with that said, let me get into some tips and tricks. First, some general tips where everyone can learn a thing or two. Number 1, have a pair of shoes just for partying. A lot of freshmen learned this the hard way. New shoes? Ruined. The ground is basically covered in an unknown nasty substance. You have been warned. Oh, make sure your toes are covered as well. People step on feet a lot. It can get really painful. 2, move in groups. This is for your own safety. It's usually late at night. Bad things can happen. Be safe, move in groups. Take care of each other. 3, drink water. I know everyone says it, but drink water. I'm talking about pure H2O. And if you decide to drink other liquids, drink with a brain. Don't overdrink. I get it. You're excited, but be safe. And I mean it. You will see an ambulance pass by here and there a lot. You probably don't want that to be you. 4, people will party even during the cold winters of Syracuse. Don't be afraid to spend the extra money to take an Uber back home. Self-explanatory. 5, jackets. Again, winters of Syracuse. I would suggest having a separate jacket for going out. Chances are you probably won't have a proper way to store it once you get to your location. So don't bring your fancy Canada Goose jacket to a frat house on a Saturday night. 6, if you live on the Mount, everyone please comment F down below to pay respect. Especially BBB. F to pay respect. I'm not trying to trash BBB. I think it really is a chill place. But if you're trying to host pre-games at BBB, or if you are going to a pre-game at BBB, it's difficult. I learned it the hard way. You'll know what I mean once you get there. Okay, with all of that said and done, to maximize your chances of getting into parties, let me get into a few tips for my dudes out there who are not in a frat and can't get into parties as easily as the opposite gender. Not trying to be sexist, it's just reality. You know what I'm trying to say. Number 1, join a frat. Yeah, self-explanatory. Number 2, join an organization. While during the day it might look like your friendly classic trading card club, At night, they usually have a house, or they party. Sometimes it'll be free for you. 3. Make connections. Get to know people. Before you know it, you're in a party. That was me during my sophomore year at times. If you're lucky, you might even get into a frat house. I don't know if that's supposed to be something you should feel lucky about actually, so never mind. Number 4, if you're a guy, pick a place for the night and stay there. Prices to get into parties will start around $5, but within an hour, it somehow rises up to $20. It's honestly not worth it. With all that said, that concludes my knowledge of the party life at Syracuse University. There's obviously more to it. I have yet to experience it myself. I hope this video was helpful for you all. Just remember to have fun, but be safe. Drink enough water, stay warm when it's cold, cool when it's hot, move in groups, look out for each other. Also to class of 2023, welcome to Q's. Wow, I miss Syracuse. Someone please help.